Hi friend, it's Amy with Renewing Stitches. How are you? Things are good here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. I appreciate you. Today is Tuesday. It's my normal Flosstube day, and this is a normal Flosstube. Just going to talk about cross stitch and not much life. Just thrown in. It's not ever at the beginning or the end. Well, sometimes, but it's just thrown in wherever. So I do want to get started real quick. We'll be heading off to vote here shortly, so I was going to get this in and upload it before we left. So last week I had bunches of finishes, and today, or fully finishes, and today I don't. I have 2 finishes though, and I'm getting warm. Something to okay, I'm still going to go. What else? Oh, I do also want to start out with who I've been watching. So we'll get going. I'll get into a rhythm and it'll be okay. So who I've been watching, among many, I just wanted to pull, I usually pull maybe 5 to 6. Some are new to me, some are new to Flosstube, some are my usual watches, my faves. It's just a mix every time. So this week, I have been watching Dawn, the Busy Mom Stitcher, and I'll link all these lovely people below in case you don't know, in case you would like to watch Dawn, Busy Mom Stitcher. Watch her. Hi, Dawn. Nina from Nina Hobby Site. She's full coverage for the most part, and I adore watching her progress. She does great things. And Joanna from Mojo Stitches came back and has an update with a new release. So I enjoyed watching her. I am looking forward. I have a pattern of hers that I'm going to start, I think on the break, on the break, Christmas break. It's coming up though in a couple months, but I'm excited to start that one. It was good to catch up with her. New to me, Craft D Stitches, Danielle. I think she has 9. I should have gone back and checked. 9 Flosstube. So relatively new to Flosstube. I enjoyed watching her stitches. I'm enjoying getting to know her through her stitches. So hi Danielle, if you're watching. And also 2 new to Flosstube friends. And they're Debbie. Debbie of Stitching in South Jersey. I love all these. I love watching all these wonderful Flosstubers. She has 2 videos. One is the first, the one where we all feel nervous and awkward, but she gets on a roll. And then the second one is a whip parade, and I have not watched that one yet. I'm looking forward to that one. And then Deborah Stitches is new also. She's a quilter / cross stitcher. Lots of beautiful quilts. In her first Flosstube, she talked about her grandmother's, I'll let you go watch it, but she has heirloom quilts from her family. So go watch it. Very sweet lady. So hi to all of you if you're watching. If you're not, then that's fine. But if you are, hi. I enjoy your Flosstubes. All right. And then also I enjoyed all the comments from last week and from every week, of course. Thank y'all for your kind words about my finishes. They're not perfect. They are me, though. I'm not perfect, but I enjoyed stitching them, and I enjoyed finishing them. I just really need to get into a finishing mode sometimes, and then I knock several out and just get several done, and then I pile up another stack and do it again. So these 2 finishes that I've done this past week will go on the stack. And one needs a frame. Actually, they both probably need a frame. So I'll start with those. So we're going into the cross stitch section, the actual stitching. So this one is, the first one I want to show you is one that I finished. And I started, I can't remember. It's been a while, but my friend Dani at DaniofallArts. Hi, Dani. Go get Willie. I'll wait for you. Her son Willie and Dani are designing charts, and it was through the summer, I believe. And he did, let's see, you see that little tiny hoop there? That I should have brought it over. That is mini kitty, I believe. Maybe. And I stitched it tiny, so it would go in the tiny hoop. But he designed that, and then he and Dani, his mom, designed this one. And this is Moon Kitty. And it's printed in black and white because, well, if you don't know, I do black and white printing just because it's easier. But this is, let's see, DaniofallArts. There you go, right up there. You see it? DaniofallArts. She has a Flosstube. I'll link her below. This is the chart, and I stitched it on 25 count Lugana 2/2, so it ends up being like 12 and a half stitches per square or per inch, and it's steel blue Lugana. So hopefully Willie is back so he can see. Moon Kitty. And you can see there's a blue and white. The blue is real subtle, the light blue, but you can see it in person. Here it looks a little white. I mean, you can see the outline of the moon is in the light blue, and then there's white in between, but Moon Kitty. And my thought is to give this to my sister. She has plenty of cats. One or two or three for me because I don't have cats, but I go over and get my cat fix. But her black cat is called Kitty, and she grew moonflowers this summer, and so I thought she'll love it. So I'm going to give this to her. She doesn't watch, I don't think. I'm pretty sure, but that's Moon Kitty. I hope Willie approves. You let me know, Dani. This was a fun stitch. I really enjoyed it. And I think I got everything stitched. Yes. It turned out really cute. So, anyway. And I believe I have a frame for this. It might be a white frame. That might work well. But anyway, Moon Kitty. Yay. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Dani. All right. The next finish I didn't have in the plans, but I pulled it out because I remembered, oh yes, I'm not far from finishing. This is Little House Needleworks, Battle Hymn of the Republic. And it's on 28 count Honey from Be Stitch Me. And I love this fabric. If she ever is a buttery yellow, that's it right there. I did, for you eagle eyes, I did miscount and went a little further here, but overall it works. And I'm okay with that. So it's all right. I did rechart the H here. It was in lowercase for his, speaking of the Lord, and I capitalized it. So I had to stretch this a little bit. I had to move out so it would be even. And that's all I've done. This was an error. This was on purpose. So this ended up being on purpose because it gave me room to put my initials and year. But Battle Hymn of the Republic. Love this one. It's going to be framed and put on my wall. I have 3 patriotic samplers. I have several in the works. A couple of Plum Streets and the One Nation from Twin Peaks. And so this will go with that. And then Heritage will go next to it, which that's coming up too because I did work on that. So I am so proud of this. I love these colors. All right, so those are my finishes. And I have a little bit left for another something or other. Okay. Did I need to tell you anything about that? That was 2 on 2, 2/2, and then Moon Kitty was 2/2 on 25. This is 28. Okay, and then I had a new start. Last week, I believe I told you about, or a couple of weeks ago, I talked to you about Maiden Marsh. I was watching their YouTube and their Flosstube, and they had come out with this. It's been a few weeks, I think. This is S is for Stag, Maiden Marsh. There's that. They're on Etsy and Flosstube. And this is one color. I can't think of the word. Monochromatic, that's the word. So I'm starting this. This fulfills the prompt. So this is Laura Stitching by the Shore. Hi, friend. Her I Spy prompt for the month that it looks like an O, starts with an O, starts with the letter O. But it doesn't start with the letter O now that I'm thinking of it. I wrote down shape of an O. It's okay. I don't think she'll mind, but I'll find something with an O and work on that next time. But anyway, it'll go in a hoop. It's for my sister. I'm stitching it on 25 count pearl Lugana from Zweigart. And I just got that from Hobby Lobby. And it's, but the color that I'm using is $6.99. She likes green. Green is her favorite. So I got the top done. Oh, this also fulfills the prompt of bumpy. Something with a bumpy texture, and antlers have a bumpy texture. So that is that one. So I have lots of fill in here. And then all the bits. But that'll be so lovely. This is 1/1 on a 20... What did I say? A 25 count pearl. 1/1 full cross. Enjoying that. So that'll be pretty. That'll be some good fill-in stitching for football. Which is also, that's the next project I'm going to show you. This next one is my secret family stitching, which I don't think they watch. I have to get out all the things. I know y'all have I have friends. Several of y'all are football fans too, so that makes me happy. All right, these are going to be Christmas gifts, and my youngest is out there. He was watching Star Wars, but it's not on now, so I'm sure he's working on school. This is from the oldie but goodie Nomis Designs. Right here, Nomis, N-O-M-I-S. This is from 1987. The yarn, I can't remember who distributed it. Nomis Yarn Company. This was back in the day when we only had just a few expansion teams, and we had the Houston Oilers and all the old school. That's still the same, and that's kind of the same. Everybody else looks about the same, but we got a few expansions. So anyway, as a review, this is my youngest, and this is my oldest son. Youngest son, fan. We're in East Texas. Of course. I don't know. Well, I'm a Detroit fan, so I don't know. Anyway, I have, the reason I'm a Detroit fan, just a quick side note, is because that year when they had no wins, they had a 0-win season, that's when I became a fan. And they won the next year, 1 or 2, I think. But the year they had no wins, like, man, I'm going to root for them. And I've been rooting for them since. And then, you know what? They beat them. Anyway, oldest. And this is my husband's. Last time you saw it, I had, since I've seen you since last week, I filled in the remnant of the gray here. Filled in all the gray. I think I'm done with all that. Yes. Okay. Filled in all the gray, and then I filled in a strand or 2 of the blue, and I got the black ear hole and the black thing down here. And then that little sliver of black. I started on the white. I don't know if you can see that. There's some white that is right here, and then I've got to fill in this little chunk right here, and then do the black, and then continue on the blue. So all of this is done. I just need to do blue, 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 and then the black, and then the back stitch. So that'll be it. And this is the prompt for the I Spy of something you see in a TV show, and you say, well, wait a second. But last night was Monday Night Football, which is a TV show every week through football season. And last night, these two played. It was rough in the house. I was stitching. Anyway, I was watching too, because I enjoy watching it. But anyway, so that's that. Very excited. I'm going to put that away in case somebody walks in later while I'm cleaning up. The thought is to, I don't think I'll hoop them. I'll probably make like a circular ornament. I was thinking about that. Let me know your thoughts. I was thinking about doing a circular ornament, not a flat fold, but a flat ornament, and then lacing it onto the first part, and then either stitching on felt on the back or another piece of fabric, I'm not sure, around a second piece of foam core or something. So that's my thought. I need it to be easy, so if you have something easier, please let me know. All right, so that was that. And then I knocked out a lot of I Spy prompts this time because I realized I didn't have very many last time. So I think I knocked out the rest of the ones I was missing in this week's video. I also worked on Autumn Town from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I did this for Laura's birthday. I worked on it on her birthday. It was this past Wednesday. Her pumpkin birthday sal, and there's pumpkins down here. I also used it for something with leaves, I think, because the trees have leaves. I guess I could have used it for Bumpy too, because pumpkins are bumpy. Okay, and this is a, what count? 32 count. I dyed this with, I couldn't tell you, a RIT of some sort, and I don't remember how much I put in. I was just looking for this green color. There we go, that's nice. So I did this here, started with the blue sky, filling back and forth, got the outline of the cloud back and forth up here, and I did a little bit of the blue sky here, and I did the birds. And I think white is on my needle. Nope, blue is on my needle, which is right there. There's my needle. So I guess it's attached down here. I don't remember, but I got a lot done. I got it counted. Sky will go completely over. This is the end. And then I'm excited to do that. I'm holding off. I want to get the sky done before I start the house. But that is Autumn Town. Love this one. There's another one that looks similar to it, and I can't remember who did it, but I need to find it and put that in my stash so I can do that next time. All right, what else? Books of the Bible. This is from My Big Toe Designs. That's what I'm working on, and I'm making it monochromatic. She does have 3 colors charted, doing monochromatic, and I'm reading the Bible in chronological order, so I'm stitching it in chronological order, which is going to prove interesting here pretty soon. 28 count even weave that I dyed, just a scrap that I had, and then I'm using DMC 517, and I'm stitching this with Tara, Mud Creek Stitcher. Hi, Tara. I watched her most recent, well, the last couple of, she's walking us through, or she's doing a study on her YouTube channel through the book of John, and I was 2 videos behind, so I was listening, but also reading and stitching, and I had to go back and read. I had to hit pause and go back and read, and then start again, and then when she was reading the commentary part, I would stitch some, and then I stitched it while watching Sarah Stitching Mommy. I don't know if she watches, but if you do, then hi. Love your videos too. She's going to be stitching books of the Bible next year. So here I am. Let's see if I can get it good. So it's going to be long. And let's see here. Here we go. So last time you saw it, I think it was just a start. I had the G and then this done and the line coming. No, maybe not. I know I had this done and I had up here and counted in the G. So last night I got part of the first little, it's not a fleur-de-lis, but it's a little pretty thing. I got that part of that done this side, and I got some of this, and I got all of Genesis, and then I started counting down. The reason I was counting down, and I'm trying not to do the outside borders, just because I can't really get them straight when I frame them myself, but I'll work on it. We'll see how it goes. But I'm using the border this time because I needed to count down to get to Job, because chronologically Job falls within Genesis, and Job is down here. So I needed to count down to get to Job. So I'm currently in the end of Exodus. So I've got Genesis and Exodus will come next, and I'll do Job and then Exodus. And then I'll work up here till I get through Leviticus, and then I'll do Leviticus. I think it's next over here. So anyway, I'm reading slowly and I'm stitching slowly. It's okay. I'm not in any hurry. I'm just kind of soaking it. I'm also in Matthew for my Bible study, but this is just in my own personal reading time. So Genesis and Job are complete, but I need to complete the actual words. So love this blue on this. It's kind of a, yeah. And it's got a little bit of modeling. It won't really show through much, but that's okay. I love the color. This will be really pretty. Really pretty. And then, what are we at? Oh, 22. Sweet. I also got some stitch. So I finished Battle Hymn of the Republic, and I thought, I need to get some more stitches in Heritage. So I pulled out the Heritage sampler from Plum Street. Love it. Patriotic. I think I have several things going that are patriotic. I'm probably going to have something all the time. I'm stitching this with my sweet in-person friends who are, I know Pat's done. And Debbie, I don't believe she's done yet, but this is where I am. This is a 40 count Newcastle Country Mocha Newcastle linen, 2/2 with one thread, and this met the prompt, something that is spooky, because right here the numbers here are 1/1 on 40, so it's a little spooky for me. I finished his hat, and then I got the stalks of wheat going. I have two more. I have one here and one here, and then I'll go down. I had almost thought, I've got to do the 16, I've got to do the 20. So it's 16/20, right? 16/28. So 28, I need to put that in. I'll try to get that done this afternoon, and then get this part so I can start to the next one. So this is Heritage Sampler. It is going to go right next to the other Plum Street. This is resolved at the top, and at the bottom it's got a flag, and the Liberty Bell in the middle, and the flowers on the side. I think Danielle's doing that too. No, Debbie, stitching in South Jersey. I think she's doing it too. That one. She's not doing this one. She may. I don't know. I have to check her whip parade, but It's turning out good. It's, so it'll fit just fine, and I'll have plenty left. Ow, needle. Ooh. Okay. Plenty left. Ouch. Need to fold that differently. That got me twice. Okay. And I think that's all. Heritage Spooky 1/1 on 40. Autumn Town, Moon Kitty, who I've been watching. I think that's it. All right, so plans. I don't know. I am still thinking about, so I marked those two off of my whip list, and then I added one, so it's still around 35, 36 whips. So still working on plans for the new year. And I don't know. I had a thought last year that I would work seasonally, but now I'm not sure. So I don't know. I may just wing it. I am not sure about Whip Go unless something is figured out there in my head about all the whips. I have done Whip Go 3 times, 3 years, and not completed it. I got closer this year. I went through September, and I guess I can keep up. Let's see. Moon Kitty's done. So I've got Louisa Acton and Botanical Rebel and The Shores of Hawker Hollow left. And then she's about to call the November. So I think I can get Louisa Acton knocked out. But Botanical Rebel is going to take a while. And Shores of Hawker Hollow. That Botanical Rebel might not take long. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to get some done, but I don't know if I'll do it again next year. I haven't really got a plan for that yet. I really wanted to do Pinker and Pumpkin Whip Go next year. I may do it. Not all houses, but there are some smalls that I want to do. Spring and Christmas, the little sampler ones, the ones that are in the jar, the spools. I mean, she's got so many, and they're all free. Why not? I may talk myself into that. And they're smalls, so maybe that's more doable. Anyway, I do want to pull out, get it out of my bag, my super exciting Ziploc. I do want to pull out Feast of Friendship this week because it's got a fall vibe and it's got a pumpkin. No, is that a pumpkin or a tomato? I have no idea. It's got a fall vibe. And then what else? I pulled out the Heaven and Earth stitching shelf. This is the winter portion. Blues, beautiful blues. This is artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am up here in the wee corner, and I thought I'd pull it out. I've done some work on Laszlo Code, and I thought, well, I may just pull this out for the rest of fall and winter, because it's got that kind of feel to it. Other than that, I have no plans. Family's doing good. Stitching's going good. We're just trucking right along. It is warm outside. It's going to be 86 today. I'm still warm. 86 today, and it's cloudy. And we're supposed to get storms tomorrow. So we are in the bubble of possibility for strong storms. So that'll be interesting overnight tomorrow night. But we need the rain desperately, so I'm thankful for that. Anything else? Not that I could think of, but if I do remember something, I will write it down in my Things I Forgot section. If you have a question, write it down in the comments below. Or if you just want to say hi, hi. I would love you to comment, and I'm trying to. I want to be real consistent on replying to comments because it's important. I enjoy commenting back. So, all right, I will go. We're gonna go vote. Yep. So I will see you soon. I'll see you in the comments, and have a good week, y'all. Happy stitching.